What's going on, everyone? So one of the things that we saw in Scream 6 that was very unique and different, and I kind of wanted, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this regard, kind of wanted to see expanded on, kind of wanted to see Greg and Jason's characters. Um, I love the idea of like those two Ghostface that were doing the thing being taken out by another Ghostface, right? Kind of make the argument there were 5 Ghostface in the film, although, there's the 3 main ones and then the 2 others. But they did something different. They did something unique. They did something fun that I enjoyed and many others did as well. And it was something that we've talked about for some time, right? A Ghostface taken out early on, an early Ghostface reveal, right? You kind of got all these things. You got the reveal of 2 early Ghostface, and you got both of them ended up dead. They were taken out by a different Ghostface. A lot of fun in that regard. But one of the things in Scream 7 that I think you could do that was kind of Scream 6, but it wasn't what we've kind of expected, which is you have an early establishment of Ghostface, and that early Ghostface is taken out, whether by another Ghostface or by your main protagonist, right? Maybe opening scene is Sidney Prescott being attacked, right? And Sidney Prescott duking it out, and she takes out the Ghostface. And maybe you get that early Ghostface reveal. And then you end up seeing Sidney basically end up taking one out, and you're like, okay, well, now how many Ghostface are there? Is there 1? Is there 10? Is there 3? Like, what's happening, right? Like, I think that could be something that was fun and fresh, especially if it's the main character, like if it's Sidney or one of the new characters that they introduced kind of taking Ghostface out. Where, again, in Scream 6, again, I loved it. Like the Jason and Greg thing, but it was, we didn't get to see them necessarily operate the way we got to see the kill, right, of Samara Weaving's character, but we didn't get to see like the drawn out and the plan and whatnot, right? And then you saw Ghostface kind of disrupt everything, come out and take them out. And they've kind of laid the groundwork for that cult, right? So to me, if you're going to have, say, in this film, a cult, which is being heavily rumored that like, hey, there may be 5, 6, 7 Ghostface in this film that are all targeting Sidney and this new group and stuff, right? Like, cool. If that's the case and you're going to go kind of the cult route, I would love to see an opening scene where you have a Ghostface, maybe an early reveal, that Ghostface is taken out, and boom, like that kind of starts the whirlwind. And maybe you find out some information that helps kind of set up and establish the plot. You get kind of a unique but similar opening scene and sequence, right? You start the opening with Sidney, and it's like, for those that are unsuspecting, right? Because you got to keep in mind, yes, you watching this video like myself, we know Sidney's on screen, they're not going to kill her. But the casual moviegoer, the casual Scream fan, the one that's, not very up to date and aware and stuff, and maybe saw Dewey die and goes, oh, maybe they're going to kill. Right? You have that opening scene with Sidney Prescott. That could be something that really drives many audience goers to like, oh no, are they going to kill Sidney? And then you have that kind of twist, and you have that like, oh, Sidney takes them out. You get the establishment of the Ghostface. More to come. I also kind of like the idea of this like almost like sleeper cell type thing, like these little Ghostface pods almost, right? So like, yeah, say 2 show up, take out Sidney and Mark. Sidney and Mark handle business, boom, get rid of them. Right, those 2 are done. And as far as Mark and Sidney think and go, they look at it as like, oh, okay, well, we stopped it. We did it. Like, congratulations, right? Like, good job. But in reality, that's just the beginning. That was just the first wave, right? So maybe now this time 3 come. Right? And you just kind of have like that what is it? The snake's head, you cut off snake's head, another one grows back. I'm blanking on the name. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, you basically have this thing where you take out a Ghostface, guess what? 2 more are coming, or 1 more is coming, whatever. and now you just have this never ending supply of Ghostface that are just targeting our characters. And I mean, you could even have a couple die periodically throughout, right? Like that could be even your kill count almost, right? Obviously, you want to see the Ghostface take some people out, right? So I don't want it to be a film where, say everybody that's dying it's like a reverse, right? Instead of Ghostface killing a bunch of people, it's a bunch of people killing Ghostface, right? But I wouldn't mind a nice mix, right? Like I said, let's say, Sidney has a nanny or something, right? Or a maid or something, whatever, right? And you see Ghostface just take them out. Or maybe the neighbors are over, right? The neighbors are hanging out and they're having a nice dinner, and they're getting ready to leave. And they go to walk out the door and boom, Ghostface takes them out. And you get to see this kill, this epic kill. And then, Sidney and Mark are unsuspecting, right? They just think, oh, the neighbors just left, everything's good. And then boom, now they got to take out the Ghostface. So now you had those two die. Now you have like the two Ghostface killers die, right? And you just kind of have this interchangeable, like, oh, Ghostface kills this character, and then one of the characters kill Ghostface. And I mean, you could have this crazy body count even if you wanted to, right? Where you could have a 20 kill body count where you just get some epic Ghostface kills, and then you get some epic Ghostface kills, right? Where Ghostface ends up getting killed. I don't know. I just think it would be a fun little kind of twist, a fun, different direction that you could explore and kind of look at. Obviously, again, say it all the time, execution, delivery is everything. Good storytelling, good writing, right? If it's kind of random and all over the place, then yeah, I don't think it'll hit. But I wish I could like show you guys in my mind of like what my vision is. Maybe it'd be more well received, right? Because it's just like I see this film where you have the clear cut cult or these multiple Ghostface. Maybe for the viewer, they are aware. Obviously, your characters aren't, right? Sidney doesn't know about no cult, right? Or whatever. But like maybe we get a scene early on where there's like this meeting and there's like 20 Ghostface in this thing. It's like, are all these people coming after Sidney and all of them? And you just have this like epic moment and scene, and it's just like, okay, 2 or 3 Ghostface, you 3, it's your turn. You guys go take them out, right? Oh man, Jason, Greg, and Mike died, right? Now it's your 3 turn, right? Oh man, Joe, Jim, and John died, right? Like, okay, well, let's send 5 this time, right? And maybe at like the final scene, it's like that. But you've had like 6 or 7 characters die, but you've had like 6 or 7 Ghostface die, right? Like, I think that could be kind of a fun way to approach this, fun way to go about it, right? And I still like the idea of having like that lone Ghostface that kind of gets away at the end. I'm not saying I want them to have only one Ghostface. I did a whole video about that, but like even the one Ghostface idea, I think it can work. It just depends on the kills, right? Like Scream 5, I thought is a great example of like how it could look if there was only one killer, right? Because you can make an argument like Richie didn't kill anybody. I know that there's, like people think he did and there's talks that he did, but I'm saying like the way that those kills happen, they were quick, brief, right? There was no messing around. There was no playing with your food. It was just, like Vince's death. Surprise attack, boom, you're dead, right? Wes's death, boom, surprise attack, boom, you're dead, right? Like all of these kills were just these surprise attacks. Amber even, right? Boom, you're dead, right? Those are the kind of things that I think you could do and kind of be okay and get away with there being one Ghostface. But I like the idea of like having multiple, like let's have a little army here. Get a couple Ghostface kills. I don't know. Again, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be something different. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you love the idea of something like that where maybe you get some early established Ghostface, maybe those Ghostface die, even if they don't, like, even if you don't kill him in the beginning, but I do think like you should, like, I think it'd be cool. Kind of like an expanded Jason and Greg is basically kind of what I'm getting at, right? I'd want to see something like that where You get the setup of the establishment, what their plan is, what they're going to do. Maybe they execute 90% of it, but like the last thing was like they had to kill Sidney, and or maybe it's the initiation, right? Maybe it's the initiation to get into the cult, and it's like, well, what do we have to do? Oh, we have to kill somebody. Who do you guys have to kill? Oh, we have to kill Sidney, right? We have to kill Mark Kincaid or something like that, right? Like now you got this like setup. I think that could work. I think that could be fun. I think that'd be something cool. But do you feel the same way? Again, how do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos. Truly appreciate it. Now subscribe to the channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.